You're telling me this is illegal? What's behind this door? I never noticed this. Every day we learn something new about our beautiful city, the city of Prague. Some of the newly acquired knowledge is bizarre, some is funny, and some is very interesting, and we would like to share it with you. For example, just recently we found out that it is illegal to sledge, snowboard, ski on the hills of Prague. And I actually witnessed it with my own eyes. I was here with the camera, a police officer stepped in, there was a kindergarten sledging down this hill, and he said, "Get out of here. I know it's the only thing you can do now, but go back to the kindergarten behind the fence." Of course, this story broke the media, and partially the police officer was right. It is illegal, according to the city ordinance, to do such activities on the hill in Prague. But the city ordinance has extra pages to it, and when you open those, you'll find out that specific lands of this hill are marked in the ordinance, and this is the only part of the entire hill where it is actually legal to sledge, snowboard, ski, and step on the grass in the entire park. So the cop picked the only place where the kids were allowed to sledge down the hill. So it is completely legal to ride down the hill here, as I will demonstrate now. We were just over there, and we moved only a couple hundred meters here, where it is prohibited to do any of the activities mentioned by the city ordinance. I actually spoke to the people from the city hall and I said, hey, why don't you just make a new ordinance or change that one so it would be legal for kids, you know, to play here. And they said, we can change it, but the fastest legally we can do it, it will be in effect by May. So on the 1st of May, let's meet here for some snowboarding and for some snow fun. I'll wait till then. Oh, cop. All right, let's move on to some other interesting stuff we learned about Prague. In the meantime, you can subscribe if you'd like to. We moved just a bit. We're still in downtown Prague, next to this huge parking lot, only a couple hundred meters from the Charles Bridge. And if you look at the shape of the parking lot, it's not rectangle, it's an oval. And there's a reason for that. Because before, back in 1996, not that long ago, this was a running circle for the Sokol movement that is in this house. There are gyms, swimming pool, and they had a place for outdoor exercise. Not anymore. According to the old maps, we found that this place, the oval, was built roughly around 1924 and was here till almost 2000. The latest picture we got is from 1996. If you ask me, I'd prefer the oval to be here with people jogging and doing some sports stuff here rather than the parking lot. But maybe write us in the comments what you would prefer. I can only guess. A pub. A trdelník stand. This picture is really, really interesting. You may be wondering why it's interesting. It's just some office, some random room. Well, it's interesting because I took it, the picture, right behind this gate. Well, what's so interesting about this gate? Well, we're right under the Charles Bridge. I've walked past this gate 1,000 times, and to me it was like the Prague Area 51. I always wondered what's behind it. And once I walked here with the Prague mayor and I told him, if I was the Prague mayor, I would really want to know what's behind that gate. Do you know what's behind it? And he said, I don't, but I can manage for you so you can go look there. So I did. I found that there's nothing much behind the actual gate, but there's that little room hidden in the corner, and the room is being used to measure if the bridge is stretching or how it's moving in times. I was so shocked what the room looks like, considering the fact that it's inside of a historical Gothic masterpiece, that I forgot to ask what are the numbers that they're measuring there. So I don't know how much the bridge is stretching. But the last time I walked across it, it took a bit longer. From under the bridge, we moved onto the bridge, and there's something new we learn every day on the bridge, and this time it was about a statue that is at the very beginning. So let me share it with you. Just recently I was given a tour by my friend, and he was explaining to me everything about the statues on the bridge. And when I met with him, he said, let's meet on the square before the bridge next to the wine column. And I said, dude, I've been on the square a million times. There's no wine column. It is right here. I've never noticed it. Originally, the column was not here, but actually in the middle of the way onto the bridge. But according to historians, people were running into the column, so they had to move it to the side here. Also, the cobblestone under it is very interesting because according to sources we found, it is the oldest cobblestone you can find in Prague, and it was originally on the previous bridge that was here before the Charles Bridge. So it is really old. And it's fair to say that we've walked past this column thousands of times and we never noticed it. And I love to learn new things about Prague, just like this one. Just recently we ran here with Honza and I said, we're gonna run past the Husák's Quiet. And Honza said, what do you mean Husak's Quiet? And I said, that's the name of this tunnel. And he didn't know that, now he knows. And it's a nickname for the tunnel. The official name is Kešnovský tunel. And the reason it was nicknamed Husak's Quiet is it was our communist president back in the days. And the Communist Party had their offices in this building. And according to the legend, they built the tunnel so they would have quiet and peace for their communist business. So they dig the hole and put the cars into the tunnel. It most likely is a myth, but my parents and myself, and now Honza, we all call it Husak's Quiet. We would never call it Kešnovský tunel. But to be fair, it is really loud here from the cars and from the road, so let's see if we go near the offices, if it's quiet there. Well, it is quiet here. So those were 5 interesting things that we just recently found out about our beautiful city. Hope you like them. If you did know them, you can write us in the comments below. Or if you know something we don't know, let us know in the comments. If you're there, you can also click the like button, you can subscribe. And if you do so, you will see me and Honza, the Honest Guides, next Sunday here on this channel. I'll see you then. And a Czech word at the end is neznámý, unknown, neznámý. These were the unknown things for us. Neznámé věci, unknown things.